The chariots of the Most High God, the chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place. The Lord has chariots. These are known as the chariots of Israel. Okay, and it's good. We're gonna go into how they move and more on their characteristics. This is the book of Psalm, chapter 103, verse 20. Chapter 103, verse 20. Bless the Lord, yea, his angels that excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. The time of judgment is coming, and these so-called UFOs are going to be the main instruments to judge, to judge this kingdom, to judge the world. You gotta hearken and hearken unto the voice of the Lord. Keep the commandments to the best of your ability. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 16. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of a beryl, which is green. And they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was like as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Think of a wheel in a wheel in the middle of a wheel, like a bicycle wheel and a spoke. When you see those UFOs, it's the scriptures is describing it, even in the same way that they've been described in movies. These Hollywood producers, they steal from the scriptures. They steal from the scriptures. So, the elite know exactly what these things are. The elite know exactly what those UFOs are. I'm not. When it comes to the drones or whatnot, I don't know. For all I care, that could be, for all I know, that could be Elon Musk, and with his contracts, because and so on and so forth. But as far as the actual UFOs, I don't know if some of those things were the actual UFOs, the chariots of the Most High, the chariots of Israel. That is exactly what it's described in the scriptures. Okay, that time is coming. The time of judgment is coming. You remember, it said that is the judgment. Paraphrasing, that is the judgment that goes upon the earth. When they went upon their four sides and turned not when they went. It's basically describing how they move, instantaneous acceleration, how they just move, at I don't know how many G-forces, but even instantaneous acceleration defies the laws of physics, right? For the most part, so that's exactly what it's describing. The scriptures describes everything. The scriptures covers every single topic that you can think of, right? The appearance of the wheels. This is Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 16. The appearance of the wheels and their works was like unto the color of a beryl, so green, right? And they four had one likeness. So they all looked the same, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel, right? Like a the way that you've seen flying saucers, so-called flying saucers depicted in movies, right? Like a wheel, like a wheel in a wheel, spinning. Verse 17. When they went upon their four sides. So basically they moved like, basically in the way that the flying saucer moves upon their four sides. And they turned not when they went. They turned not when they went. What could that possibly mean? It's they turned not when they went. It's, instantaneous acceleration is exactly what it's describing. The scriptures tells us everything. There's no guessing what I mean. Like, if you would actually read your Bible, you would know exactly what it is that's going to come. But unfortunately, the Most High only chose certain people to do His will and to hearken and to come back, and others will be destroyed inevitably in this second death that is known as the Third World War, or the nuclear holocaust that is coming. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four. Right? Their rings were full of eyes. He's describing again, right? He's describing again. And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them. And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up. In the same way, like levitation. It's describing everything. This is the Bible. This is if you don't think that the Most High God, or who the world calls Jesus Christ, has His own technology, you've got to be kidding. So this is just unimaginable. You're not gonna shoot. You're not shooting these things down. These are the chariots of the Most High God. Okay, this is the book of Psalm chapter 104 verse 2. Who converts thyself with light as with a garment? Who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain? Who layeth the beam of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariots? Who maketh the clouds his chariots? Right? Because these things are able to take different forms. These are spiritual crafts, for the most part. When you think of an iPhone or whatnot, or like a tablet or whatever that we use, it's almost like it seems like it would be witchcraft. If you came from the if you came from 100 years ago, or however many years ago, even 50, it's just it's like a miracle. It's like witchcraft almost. Your iPhones and your FaceTime in and stuff like that. So, who covereth thyself with light as with a garment? Who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain? Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariots? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? Who maketh his angels spirits, his ministers a flaming fire? Who maketh his angel spirits, his ministers a flaming fire? Just a few more precepts. Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Every single, there's going to be someone in every single family that's going to, all kindreds shall wail because of him. So, the Messiah, who the world calls Christ, is coming to wage war. Is coming to bring death and destruction. All kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Right? He's gonna hurt. Basically, I don't know how else to describe it. It's almost as if he's gonna hurt one or more of your family members. But all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. I'm Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. He's the Almighty, the Most High. You know, literally, he's in the Father, and the Father is